Good morning, everyone. I got a question from Hussein, and I'm going to read it to you. Amazing video. Thanks for the info. Say they were panting. What would that mean? I've watched your pigeon video, your pigeon enemies. Good info there, too. Can you touch on a little bit more about red mites and how to keep them away? Okay, first part. If they're panting, it could be because of the heat. It could be a respiratory problem. It could be many things from panting. So I would look into that a little more. I really want to talk to you about the red mites. My experience with red mites is not very much. I didn't have them too often. But I do know this about them. When they're red, they've bitten the pigeon and they're full of blood. It could be a chicken or a bird or whatever, but they're full of blood, and that's why they're red. Otherwise, they're brown or a light brown, I think. Now, if you go in your coop at night, very quiet and very quickly, and flash a light underneath a nest box, if you got them, you'll see them running around. You see them running. And they're difficult to get rid of. Very difficult. The reason why they're difficult to get rid of, they can go without eating or fighting for blood, I believe, for 6 or 7 months. They don't have to eat that often, and they reproduce very quickly. So you got to stay on it if you got them. Now, you could try to torch them out. You could try to put dust in the loft. You could try all of that stuff. It'll probably cut them down, but it won't get rid of them. Those things hide in crevices that are so tiny you can't get in there. There's nothing you can do. Unless there's a new product on the market that maybe if they walk in it later on, it'll kill them. I'm not familiar with that. But if it's available, definitely get it. One of the things to control them would be moxidectin. I wouldn't recommend Ivomec for that because you're going to have to give the birds 3 drops. But moxidectin you could put in the water. And what it does is it either kills them or makes them sterile. Now you're going to have to do this periodically. It's going to have to be every 2 months. Well, that's not a bad deal because while you're treating them for red mites, you're also worming the birds. So it's something that I would do routinely, and I would do it for a long period of time because they're going to reproduce, they're going to come out, they're going to bite a bird, hopefully they die, but they can live for a long time in them crevices. They probably slow down in the winter and pick up in the summer. Most things do, most bugs do. So it's really something that's difficult to get rid of, but you can control it. You can get it down, way down. Now, some of you people are probably coming here that have chickens. I wouldn't recommend moxidectin for chickens. Not if you're eating the eggs. If you're eating eggs, I'm not so sure about it. I wouldn't want to be giving my birds moxidectin and then eat the eggs. I just wouldn't want to do it. So we're talking about racing pigeons here, or pigeons in general, whether they're flights, tiplets, ball heads, or whatever. We're talking about controlling red mites for pigeons. Okay, with that said, I can't think of anything else to add. But Hussein, it was a good question. If you got red mites, try the moxidectin. Do it every 2 months. There is well, before I forget, there is a half life to it. I believe it's 55 hours that it's got a full strength, and then after that it begins to decrease. So it's something you really want to do periodically. It'll do your birds a lot of good. That moxidectin is not going to hurt them. So, okay, I guess that's it. Give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching.